Hello and welcome to Stealthy Sea Otters. These guys look mad, but they're not really mad. They're just liking to steal fish, and that's what they do. Hey, this is a watch me video, so all you have to do is sit back, relax, and watch to see how this problem is solved. Our next one we'll work on together. All right, without further ado, let us move on to our scenario. These stealthy sea otters live in a fishing port just north of San Francisco, California. They wait for fishing boats to return with their catch, then they sneak in all stealthy-like and steal some of the fish. Yesterday, a boat came in with 607 thousandths of a ton of fish. And here it is right here, 0.607 is 607 thousandths, and that's of a ton of fish. Now, the stealthy sea otters here stole 48 thousandths of the fish, right? How many tons of fish did they steal? Well, let's write this down. And here you have it, my friends. They stole 0.048 or 48 thousandths of the fish, right? So this is really a multiplication problem. So the first thing I always like to do is write my counting by the numbers, and I chose to write the 4s and the 8s, and I've got those set. And this is a great strategy if you don't have all your multiplication facts memorized, my friends. So the first thing you want to do, just like all the other problems we've done with multiplication, we're just adding the decimals in here now. So we're going to take this first number and put it up on top. And bam, there you have it. 0.607 is right up on top. Now I only made 2 area boxes because I've got these 2 digits here. The 0 I don't really need to worry about because if I multiply anything by 0, you just get 0, so it doesn't really much matter. So we're not even going to worry about that. So for this first box right here, for this first area box, I plug in 0.0, and I'm going to just put a 0 here because I'm only concerned with the 8. So 0.008. And now for the second box here, I'm going to plug in the 4. So I've got 0.040 because I got to hold that place value and just zero that 8 out. And if you notice, this is the strategy that we have used on all the other books that are dealing with area multiplication. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our multiplication for this first area box. I'm going to work with the 8, and I'm going to just go 8 times 7. So I'm going to come up here and count 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is going to give me 56. I'm going to drop the 6 and carry the 5. And then I'm going to move on and go 8 times 0. Well, that's going to give me 0 plus 5 will give me 5. So I'm going to circle the 5 and drop the 5. Next, I've got 8 times 6, and that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 gives me 48. So I will drop the 8 and carry my 4 right up there. And next I have 8 times 0, which obviously zeroes out, plus the 4 will give me 4. So I will drop my 4, and now I am all good to go. I'm ready to go on to this area box here. I'm going to start with the 0, and 0 times any number will give me 0, so I'm going to just plug in the 0 right here. And you can also think of this as just holding the place value for the 1s column, right? And now I'm going to move on to the 4, and 4 times 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 gives me 28. I'll drop the 8 and carry the 2. Drop that 8 and carry that 2 right there, my friends. Next, I've got 4 times 0 gives me 0, plus 2 will give me 2. So I'm going to circle the 2 and drop that 2 right there. And next, I've got 4 times 6. Well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 gives me 24. I'll drop the 4 and carry the 2 right on up here. And next, I've got 4 times 0, and that's going to zero out, right? Plus this 2 will give me 2. So I can just drop that 2 right there. And now I'm all done with all my multiplication, and all I have to do is add these bad boys up, right? So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alrighty, so the very first thing I want to do is give myself a little more room here. And then I'm going to just add, and I've got 6 and 0 is going to give me 6. 5 and 8 is going to give me 13. I'll drop my 3 and carry my 1. And next I've got 2 plus 8 is 10 plus 1 is 11. I'll drop my 1 and carry my 1 right there. Then I've got 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Drop my 9. And then I've got 2 and nothing. And that is going to give me 2. Now, so far, all this is exactly how any other multiplication problems have been for area multiplication. The only difference is now we're going to start off, or we got to count our loopy-doops. And I use the word loopy-doop just because the word is silly enough that you will remember it, hopefully, right? And let's go ahead and count our loopy-doops. You're always going to start from the end here on the far right-hand side, and you're going to go 1 loopy-doop, 2 loopy-doop, 3 loopy-doop. Then you're going to come up to the top one here and do the same thing. From the far right side, 4 loopy-doop, 5 loopy-doop, and 6 loopy-doops. And now this is really important because this is where we're going to have to put our decimal point down here. And I've got 1 loopy-doop, 2 loopy-doop, 3 loopy-doop, 4 loopy-doop, 5 loopy-doop, 6 loopy-doop. So then down here, I'm going to count 6 loopy-doops. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now if you notice, I'm going to have to put my decimal point right there. And I've got an empty loop-de-doop here, right? So I've got to fill that in with yet another 0. And then you always have a 0 in front of the decimal. So your answer is 0.0299136. So you can either read it like that, or you can read it as a fraction. And you're going to just count, this is the tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000s, 100,000s, and then millions. Which means, my friends, you have 29,136 millionths of a ton of fish that these stealthy sea lions have eaten and had a nice meal for. Hey, next thing you need to do is pause the video and copy all of this information so that you have it in your notes, and then you're ready to rock and roll. You can either put it into your notebook for your teacher or copy it onto a piece of paper and have your teacher check it out. If you don't know all your multiplication facts, keep on listening to the end of this video because I will review counting by the numbers for you. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you soon. Wait. Hold the phones because I almost forgot to tell you. If you noticed, there's a decimal in this one and in this one. From time to time, you might have a whole number up here, in which case there are no loopy-doops to count, right? Or you might have a decimal here and a whole number here, in which case, once again, there are no loopy-doops to count. If you only have a decimal here, then only count these loopy-doops. If you only have a decimal here, then only count these loopy-doops. And that is information that we will be working on throughout the rest of this series in area multiplication with decimals. But now, I really mean it this time. Until next time, have a fantastic day. See you soon. And now, on to counting by the numbers. This is a great strategy for anybody who does not have all their multiplication facts memorized. Counting by threes. Ready? Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Counting by fours. Ready? And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Counting by sixes. Here we go. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Counting by sevens, here we go. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. And counting by eights, here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Counted by nines, here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90.